Is small of the back carry even viable as a carry option? Craft Holsters recently reached out to me and asked if I wanted to try one of their products. So I used it as an opportunity to try carrying a pistol in a way that I never have before. And what I found out about small of the back carry was really interesting. So stick around so I can tell you what I think about it and whether or not it's something you should even think about doing yourself. Hey everybody, it's Magic Prepper, and today I want to talk about small of the back carry. Now, like I said in the intro, Craft Holsters reached out to me and they just wanted me to try one of their products. I've done some holster reviews in the past and they thought maybe I could give it a whirl with one of their holsters. They're a European company, they make mostly leather holsters, and you know what, they look pretty high quality, so I figured why not give it a shot, but there's a caveat. I wanted to try carrying in a way I haven't tried before since I had this opportunity to check out one of their holsters. So enter small of back carry. Now, most people will say, I don't like that, or it's not trustworthy, or it's not worth doing. So I figured, hey, I gotta try it myself before I knock it, right? So right now I'm carrying my wife's Kimber Micro 9 in the Craft Holsters small of the back holster. It's a leather holster, it's got a decent design to it, and it seems to be high quality. Now, I don't know if you can tell if I have it on me this way, but when I turn around, there probably is some kind of printing, which is something I found out about this whole small of the back holster situation. It really doesn't conceal as well as you might think it does, okay? So you can see the firearm right here on my back, and there it is. So it doesn't conceal all that well. It is comfortable in the sense that you don't really have something in your waistline, but when you're sitting down, or if you ever have to bend over for any reason, or even crouch, it's either uncomfortable or completely unconcealed. So, not maybe the best option, but what I will say is the worst part about it is the draw. So, you have to remove the article of clothing that's in the way of your draw whenever you're dealing with concealed carry. And generally from the appendix or from the 3 o'clock, it's pretty easy. You reach over with your non-firing hand and lift up your article of clothing and retrieve your firearm. In this situation, if you go with your offhand, you reach around the back and you pull up, right? Demonstration time. Reach around the back, pull up on your shirt, and it is stuck on the pistol because there's no way to really get up there high enough in a natural motion to be able to do it the way you would with your offhand. So what I found from trying it out and trying to do a lot of draws is that with your strong hand, you have to remove the article of clothing first, reach down in an awkward position around the back, which doesn't feel good, comfortable, or anything, and then retrieve the firearm. And in doing so, you bring it around your body and you strafe your leg and your entire side before you're ready to be on target, okay? So that being said, is it that safe? Probably not. Is it comfortable? Only when you're standing or walking. And does it conceal well? No. So honestly, small the back holster, not the best way to go in my opinion, and in my experience now, not just my opinion. So, I'm sure there are certain times where this might be the way to go for some people, but it's just not gonna be my option. I prefer my 4 o'clock Black Point Tactical Mini Wing holster right now. I've been wearing it every day and it is super comfortable. But one thing I wanna tell you guys is that this Craft holster is good quality. All day long I was worried this firearm was gonna fall out of the holster. It does have a retention screw you can change the retention with, and I was worried that this was just gonna fall apart on me, to be honest with you. Like this firearm's gonna fall right out when I get out of my vehicle and cause me a scene, right? But it didn't. And all day long the firearm stayed secure. I never felt unsafe with it, and it did its job. And for being in a carry position that I don't like and that you probably don't like, I can't blame the holster for that because I specifically ordered that holster when they asked me which one I wanted. That being said, it did a great job at what it was supposed to do, okay? So the holster hangs onto the firearm snugly. It's not gonna fall out or anything like that. The retention is light, but it has to be light because if you don't have the retention light enough, you can't pull this out correctly because of the awkward angle of pull. So it has to be light enough to where you can easily pull out the firearm, but it has to be strong enough to where it's not gonna fall out when you're doing weird, awkward angles or getting out of your vehicle or something of that matter, okay? So, all in all, small of the back carry. Is it worth doing? I say no. Some people even worry about the idea of someone sneaking up behind you and taking the firearm. I mean, I think it's a viable thing to worry about because as you can see in some of the short video clip of me being astonished at the lack of ammunition at my local sporting goods store, you can see the firearm on my back like clear as day. It is not hidden by any means. So I can't fault the holster for that. I can't fault the holster company for that. I fault the carry position for it. So small of the back carry, out of the question for me. Do I think Craft Holsters did a good job making a small of the back carry holster? I actually do. It's a really nice holster, you know? And in the up close shots that you guys have seen so far, I mean, you can see that it's high quality leather and it's well put together. There's nothing about it that I had a negative with. So maybe one of these days I'll try one of their holsters in a normal carry position that I think is more useful for the average person. But if you're interested in small of the back carry, apparently it does a good job. I mean, the firearm was good all day long. If you like small of the back carry, let me know in the comments below. And if you like to conceal carry and you like to talk about how you carry and what kind of holsters you use or what kind of firearms you carry, hit the subscribe button. So that way we can talk about it more because it's honestly one of my favorite topics if you guys haven't figured that out yet. Either way, make sure you carry in a safe manner and make sure you carry in a way that's going to give you the upper hand in a defensive situation. And in my opinion, from what I could tell from carrying this holster and carrying a firearm in it, was that I did not feel like I was in a good position to tactically defend myself in a scenario where I might need to. It was too awkward to do the draw correctly. I had to strafe my own body in a time of panic where trying to fiddle with a safety on this Micro 9 and everything else, who knows what you might have done while strafing yourself. And to be honest, the whole thing is just awkward and doesn't make you feel comfortable about the way you're carrying. The only thing I can say is walking around, standing up, wow, no comfort issues at all. But if you're worried about concealment, if you're worried about being able to defend yourself, and you're worried about strafing yourself with your own pistol on a regular basis, then don't pick small of the back carry. Pick anything else. But if you want a good quality leather holster, I don't think Craft Holsters is a bad way to go. And I know you see a lot of their ads on YouTube. They reached out to me. I said, sure, let's give it a whirl. And here we are. So that's my 2 cents on the subject. Thanks for checking in, guys. I appreciate y'all. And if you have anything else to say, leave a comment below. And that's going to be it for Magic Prep.